Okay. All right, we're live. So, real quick, let's continue going through the task list of available stuff for Blade Symphony.
Mhm.
We talked about just on the API end something to do. But what were you about to say?
I was talking about the free-to-play countdown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we could style that in so many ways. Like, I have a few ideas for it.
Sure. I mean, I wasn't necessarily thinking about something complex. Maybe just something in the bottom left. I'll share my screen here. Um, just something like down here where right now in the Steam build it says one public.
Oh,
Yeah, just
I
something.
was I was thinking of like a big thing in the top right, and it said countdown to free-to-play.
Yeah, we could do that. Sure. Like define big.
Like I'm pointing at my screen as if you can see it.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see it.
Let me open up Paint.
I definitely think the API is sort of calling and recording data because I have like Ryoku XP in the beta right now, so something must
Hmm.
be working.
Share screen. Application window. Paint. Share paint.
The emblems.
Right, so
Woohoo.
you have that bit there, you got the buttons. Right. I was thinking like that kind of big.
Whoa, that's huge. I don't know about that. um, like sure, we can do probably something bigger, like maybe twice the size of a button, but that like what are we gonna do? I feel like if it's something that they can't hide and it's just a countdown,
All
then
right.
then it's gonna be enough in their face. Um, yeah, but just it can be bigger than something like the news ticker in the bottom or in the top right. Yeah, and we'll just do like something that says free to play colon and then the countdown time, and then when it goes to zero, maybe it's a what did I say? I think I said something in the task like free to play releasing soon or something like that because
Yeah.
the next build that we would push would just get rid of that.
Yeah.
Um,
We need to make sure that it definitely wraps around to like 7 billion years.
oh yeah, sure. Yeah, just like, or at least it changes the font size or something like that. Like, I mean, once we have a final date, it's not going to be, yeah, it's going to be something that like we can plan for a certain amount of digits, I guess. And then when you click on it, it should probably go to either the post I'm trying to make today on bladesymphony.com or the free to play original post that we made. This is weird. I just noticed that if I go to, wait, why is it that the no news today ticker just showed up just now? That's so weird. Oh,
No, it's always been there.
no, I know, but I was on the main menu and it wasn't here, and then I went to customize and it showed up.
It might have just loaded at that point.
Yeah, maybe the now I'm worried that oh my god. Jesus. Uh now I'm worried that
Hmm?
it's not hitting Steam for new shit until it reaches the customize menu. Because I like I
It loads the news when you start the main menu and whenever you go to a new menu. So maybe you closed it before and
oh I
then
did not close it. I definitely did not close it because it wasn't there.
try restarting the game and see if it happens again. That's what I want to see. Maybe you just didn't notice it the
Let's
whole time.
close it now. No, I was pointing to it when we were talking about what were we talking about the countdown timer.
If not, I can look into it.
Yeah, because we want people to see the news, like new
Yeah.
players see the news before it gets in. And I guess I may as well explain for anybody who's going to watch this later. We are talking about changing the plans for release and moving things up for two reasons. Um, so we would move up an update to the premium game where we would drop the price from $4.99 to say something like $1.99 or even 99 cents. And we would say, this update is the pre. Okay, so nothing's up now, and then now I went to customize menu and it just showed up.
Okay, I can just. I have a feeling it's probably trying to call the news loading thing before we've actually started
Gotcha.
the API stuff. So I'll just put on a timer.
So we would update the game to include Mac and Linux, and hopefully a lot of translations. I still got to work with the community on that one. And then drop the price to either $1.99 or 99 cents and call it something like the pre free to play update, or maybe even we do something like I guess Garrett was suggesting we call it something like the
free to pay update.
No, like something that goes and establishes with the sort of with the game or the lore, and do something like the measured update, or like measure of a chord update, or chord of something, like some kind of music pun.
Yeah, well, that'd be fun.
And then like preface it or hyphenate it with free to play, pre-free to play or something to let people know it's going to go free to play, and that they should at least buy it for 99 cents before they start, before some of the items that you can already get go up for sale. But that way it'll allow us to, what the big one is, test. We'll be able to fix bugs before free to play. We'll be able to have a lot of people to sort of address issues, and then bring down the current Blade Symphony website stat system, which I know a lot of people love, but the problem is that it's crashy, it's death. Today I had to go in and delete a bunch of news posts. It's probably because the security was weak on a certain user's password, but it's slow and it's not an optimized web app anymore. It's got a lot of bugs and problems right now, and it's got, we got to get rid of it. So the quicker we get a big update out, which removes that need and introduces the level system, then we can get rid of that website. And then for like maybe a month and a half, we do that or have that update out, and then we would go free to play after that with all the exclusive art for the current owners. So at that point, that's when the current owners would get everything for free. This pre-update gives them a chance to sort of experience unlocks on their own, and then we would give them everything that was available in game for free. And then once it goes free to play, they would get their exclusive stuff. They would get probably a couple other perks. It also gives us time to work with the two artists that I'm working with for exclusive items and some streamer items and some things that we can just sell in the marketplace. So that's kind of the plan we're looking at. We don't have any dates around it yet, but I was either poking a big update on March 1st or March 8th. I don't know yet. So going back to the task list, I guess. The big one I wanted to at least get done for today so that we could have a screenshot, because I wanted to talk about multi-match. The last Blade Symphony news post didn't mention anything about that as a feature. So since that's been a new feature since the last news post, I wanted to at least update people and say, we've got this system that allows more than 6 people to be fighting at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then get a screenshot of the scoreboard, maybe throw a couple bots in there, you get into a match with me or whatever. Just so that we have something other than, hey, this is our update schedule to show people.
We can say, hey, we have some really nice shadows that look nice on Jewel Winter.
Yeah, we could. All the maps, I got to recompile all the maps still for...
Yeah, the maps need recompiling, because if you play, I think it's Monastery right now, you can kind of see through the walls, because I think the Vivas, the visibility lump stuff is changed, and it's reading
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'll have to look into that.
It's also built using like old patch materials, so it's like making a patch material for stuff with weird shaders that we don't use anymore.
Now I'm
like the embedded materials.
Yeah, kind of. I need to probably know what you're talking about so that I can repro.
It should fix itself on a recompile.
Okay.
It did for me, but I didn't push it because I compiled it without lighting.
Okay. And then today was also, you said that you couldn't reproduce the player keeps spawning 180 degrees from where they're supposed to face.
No, but I can check the code over for that and double check that the angles are copied.
Okay. I honestly, guess I wouldn't be surprised if that's maybe a recompile thing, but now that I think of it, I think you recompiled dual box.
Yeah, I recompiled dual
Yeah,
box.
and I was
Actually,
half
I
an
did recompile dual box, but then I changed something, so it needs to be recompiled again.
So where is the where's the shadow problem you said?
It's not the shadow problem, it's just that sometimes at some angles you can see directly through the world. Although it doesn't seem to be happening now that I've said that. Oh,
Yeah, that's intentional.
you can definitely do it on CP docs as well. So CP docs might be a better thing to see that on.
Okay. I might try and repro this 180-degree spawn thing.
Yeah, because if I have a reliable way, I can then go in and fix that.
Okay.
Well, it's not all about reliability. Crashes every time I launch the game, but
it's kind of scary that was introduced and that's happening.
yeah, especially considering I haven't changed anything to do with rendering. There you go. See, look at that flaw.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I was talking about the dodgy patch materials.
Try and look into it then. Those are
It
definitely
should fix after recompile, but if it doesn't, I'll have a look at the material.
I can at least like wall climb on this map.
That is weird because it hasn't been recompiled.
Yeah. Yeah, and this will probably get fixed too, this crappy shadow and yeah. All right. Well, I'll look into that then.
Some other cool stuff is the lighting should be slightly better, as well as the shadows.
Cool. I just spawn right there, like.
Oh, I see.
I mean, that's not even with a bot. If I change the arena, same thing. It's actually the same angle, it seems, or roughly. But I don't know if it's.
I think it's copying the spectator angle, is it?
Looks like it. Let me, yeah, let me test your theory. Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah, no. I'll let me check the angles on it then.
It's copying the angle of the spectator camera, the spectator cam entity. See how this third arena switches?
Mm-hmm.
So if I move my camera over here and then spawn, it'll still put me in that angle of the spectator cam entity. I think the same thing happens if I bot or two. Whoop. Okay, so and I join. The fuck? Gosh. Okay, so if I press R, it should probably bring me into an existing match instead of making a new match. Like right now.
Right. So in the next update, I've got a thing that says to join arena whatever in match whatever, and then just to join the arena in a new match.
And you see what's going on here as well?
Hmm?
Do you see
yeah, the bots are just they aren't filling.
No, I'm saying I can like just continue to make more.
Oh, it's a bit weird. I'll have a look at that.
So if I I guess if I view over here and a bot, another bot here to this, oh, that's going to be, see what I can do. I want them to join this one. Join Arena 3, bitches. And now what are they doing?
I think some of them are fighting and some of them are waiting just at spawn for a
They're
match.
definitely not fighting anyone. Yeah, see this?
Oh dear.
Yeah. All you have to do is just spawn bots and it'll
Yeah.
just shit. You know, like I'm not doing much to be able to make that happen. Okay. I'll look at or I guess you got the spawn thing. Surprised you weren't able to repro on your build.
I think it might have been that I've gotten so used to it that I didn't know it was an issue.
Sure. Okay. And then there's the shader issue problem. Did I just crash? I just crashed. Cool. We're in great shape here, Josh.
Yeah. Preview shown may not be indicative of the final product.
Of course. Thanks for that disclaimer. There's a couple other things to add to the menu. The Discord link, the other games icon, free-to-play countdown. I think that was it.
I've got rid of the call vote, by the way.
Oh, cool. Right here, this fucking...
So, look, I was looking at the call vote thing, and there is code there to get rid of it, but it doesn't get rid of it. It just makes it so you can't click it.
Yeah, no, it should only be, like, right now it should show up for me. The fact that this should actually be default. I don't know why it...
Yeah, because if you noticed before, it was slightly darker and you couldn't click on it. That was it. That was the...
Kind of sucks that you have to go to fucking play online before call shows up.
We could move it out somewhere.
Yeah,
we could add a button in the scoreboard, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I wanted to see if my shader issues still happening. They kind of look like they are. But again, like I don't know if those are shader issues, given how they're lit. Like it seems like in the customization menu, they're like taking some kind of global lighting. So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it might be caused by the new shadows. I'm thinking it might be, but can't guarantee that. I'll have a look at that.
Maybe we just need to disable the shadows in... Yeah,
it could always just disable the cascaded shadows when you go into customize. If you try, there should be a convar. No, I think it's disabled. I think it's a hidden convar.
Whoa.
CL CSM shadows 1. Yeah, then does it happen in the customization menu?
Yeah, no, I don't think it does.
So has that fixed it?
Yeah, that's definitely fixed it.
Well, that's a simple fix then, isn't it?
Oh man, hooray, we fixed something.
We fixed something on a live stream. Yeah. I'll just disable cascaded shadows.
Okay. All right, so good. Yeah, it looks good, because I was worried there. He looked really bright for a second, but it looked like it was just... yeah, so like if I just switch it looks like it was just lowering his brightness over time. Yeah. And bright, there you go. Why is this fucking sword so bright now? This wasn't the case in live, I feel like. Like wherever the lighting is coming from in this fucking menu, like I can barely see the outline of tone death. It's so weird. Yeah, what the fuck? That's so strange.
Yeah, that's HDR for you.
Is there something we can do about that? Like, should we change what the lighting is?
We can tone the bloom in the HDR down a bit. Or we can outright disable it in the customize menu.
I don't know. Yeah, hold on, let's see. What's the convars for that?
Not HDR level.
Not HDR level?
Yeah, but I don't think it lets you change it mid-game.
Yeah. Hey, looks like you're right. Hold on a second, gotta mute.
And I don't think HDR level's less than I don't think you can disable HDR anymore. I think they might have gotten rid of that, but I will look into that. Right.
Don't know about bloom though, right?
Yeah. Man, everything looks really flat without bloom.
Yeah, it might just be something where, like, if you can spend like 5 minutes just trying to figure out where the light comes from on the customization menu, like where the direction of light.
It's described in the resource file.
Oh, okay. Then I might just fuck around with that a little bit or something,
Okay.
or try and like lower the light because it's, I mean, it's really bright. I think it's just a matter of the brightness is up. Which looks good on like Ryoku because some of his material is set so that it's not as reflective. But fucking failing like this, and it also might be just a matter of like me going in and screwing with the materials a little bit. Oh god, that's gonna take me forever. Why do they switch colors like that? That's so weird. You see that?
Ooh.
I mean, I own a color apparently. I don't know, or I owned a color. I think you gave it to me before the API was there, but this is fine.
Yes, that'll be why, because that color is exclusive to that character.
To Vanguard?
I think we did that, yeah.
Yeah, it probably doesn't need to apply the color. Is there a way to change it so that the color gets applied as the character is updated? You see what I'm talking about? The pure will go green for a second before the circle goes all the way up.
It would require probably a new shader.
How the hell did we do it before that? That the skin is changed.
Because
like
actually, that might not need a new shader. Now that I come to think of it, I think we might just be updating the color for any of the models in the customization screen. So I feel that if maybe when we change a character and we update the color, we only change it for the new character.
Yeah.
I'll have a look into doing that.
Just writing it down. Okay. Rich Presence is on there as a thing to work on. The countdown we already talked about. Icon for Discord we talked about. Bug for bot starting matches, or bot started matches are not showing on the scoreboard. Check for duplicate items. And that looks to be it for the most part, yeah. And honestly, I think those will be many of, like, that will probably be the bulk of the changes. Like, that'll be pretty much all you, or at least 80% of what you have to do before we release this next update. And I think a lot of the work's going to be on me to sort of, gotta get these translations done.
Is that everything we were planning to speak about?
I think so. I'm just trying to write down some of the stuff, but I think that's it. Other than that, I know you've got that one Dystopia fix, and I didn't want to push out Dystopia 1.54 or 3 just because of that. I feel like there are some easy low-hanging fruits in the GitHub, but yeah, this week's definitely for Blade Symphony. So I think if maybe you get some time next week after all these tasks are done, we can just knock down a couple of little easy things, push out 1.5.3.
Sounds good.
Cool. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do this again next week, and we'll just talk on Discord about some of this, some of these tasks getting taken care of this week, and we'll also talk about a date for this update because got to have translations done, but also have to do a lot of marketing beforehand and sort of maybe even market the update before it comes out. And I am planning on using the big marketing and visibility round for this, so might need to enlist some people to help with key art or something along those lines, something flashy we can put out there. So okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Bye.